So during this video, we're going to do a little bit more arranging. Going to add a couple of effect devices to the instruments that we've got on the go, and then we're going to bounce this recording down to make ourselves an audio file, which we can then put on a CD. So this is what we've got so far. And we've also got the bass and the lead sound as well. I'm going to start the bass from bar 17. Let me just drag this out of the way for the moment. Now to copy clips, you can either right-click, copy, and then right-click again, paste. Or a quick way of doing it is hold down Alt, drag and drop with the mouse, and then rather than moving the clip, you will in fact copy it. So let me just copy these drums across as well. Just have a listen to that. Let's just get rid of that. Just add some more of those, and then let's bring let me just select that whole section, drag a box, hold down Alt, drag and drop, and then we'll add the lead keys. So just have 4 of those. And we'll leave it there as far as arrangement's concerned. But you now know how to move, delete, and copy clips or selections of clips. Zoom out a little bit. Take the playhead back to the beginning of the track and just have a quick listen through to that. So that'll do for the actual structure of the arrangement. Let's have a quick look at how you can add a couple of effects and maybe some automation to this arrangement as well. We've already seen how you add an effect or a device directly to an instrument. You just select the instrument, then from the Create menu, select your chosen effect or device such as Matrix Pattern Sequencer. So for argument's sake, I'm going to add a unison device to this bass. I'm just going to solo the bass. Let's skip back to where the bass comes in. Let's have a listen to that. What the unison does is just sort of give the sound a bit more width, a bit more analog quality. Just add a little bit of that. So we're adding an effect there as what's called an insert. We're inserting that effect into the flow of signals. It goes from the bass instrument through the unison and then over to the mixer. As with other devices, if you want to get rid of that, you just highlight it, press backspace, and you're prompted, do you want to delete this device? I'm going to leave that there. That is applying an effect directly to the instrument, but what we can do is, on Reason, apply effects as what are called send and returns. Now to do this, rather than selecting an individual instrument, I'm going to click this thing here called the master section, and I'm going to go Create, Effects, RV7000 Advanced Reverb. I'm going to add a little bit of depth to the drums. They're a little bit stark at the moment, and also to the bass instrument. Again, it's just out there on a limb. It's a little bit stark. We can give it a bit of context and a bit of depth by adding some reverb to it. So as with the other devices, you've got a browse patch button. I'm just going to go for something, let's go for gated plate, something quite short. Now this is where some of the other elements of the mixer come into play. So let me just also solo up. I'm going to solo the Thor. I'm going to solo the re-drum as well. So I've got those two soloed. I'm just going to set up a loop just by setting L and R around bass and also where we've got some re-drum in there as well. Just drag the playhead back. F5 brings up the mixer. And this is where the sends and returns are located. So all we need to do to apply that reverb to the re-drum or to the Thor, you can see that the RV7000 has been placed in slot 1, return 1. So we just need to activate send 1 for the tracks that we'd like to affect. And then this is the extent of the effect. Let me just mute that. That's before and after. Maybe a little bit too much on the bass there. So just to summarise, if you want to apply an effect directly to an instrument, you click the instrument and then you create your effect. If you want to use a send and return, you click the master section and you create yourself an effect. And then to apply that effect, you just need to activate where you get given the name of the effect. Just make sure that the relevant send is activated and then you can decide the level of the effect there. That's adding effects. Let's have a look at how you can automate parameters. So a good example of this would be this control here on the Atari preset. So just what I'm going to do is click that clip and then press P, and this automatically sets L and R. This automatically sets L and R around that clip and begins playback. Obviously need that unmuted as well. So it would be quite nice to maybe automate the opening and closing of that filter. So to do that, we just right click on that, select Edit Automation. You see you get that green box around the parameter which shows that that particular parameter is now going to be following some sort of automation. I also need to make sure that this button is on and that this button is off. This button you need on if you want to record notes, which we don't. This button needs to be on if we want to record automation, which we do. So I'm going to go back here, I'm going to hit record. As soon as I start to move that parameter, you can see it's recording my movements. and that'll do. Once you're done, just hit spacebar. And if you like that, then great. If not, you can delete that automation clip. Or if you want to replace what's there, you can just go back and hit record again and record over what was there previously. So that's our finished arrangement. Let's now look at how you can render this and put it onto a CD.